All right, so at this point, we are now really good at drawing pictures for solving equations using the pouches and coins. But again, I'm trying to get away from drawing pictures because if I had to have to draw, 1,000 coins and 200 bags, that's going to be a lot of drawing for me. So we got to find a better way to do that. One way to do this would be to use symbols or the algebraic method. So we're going to go from pictures to symbols today, and I'm hoping that this kind of puts everything together. So at the top of your paper, I'm going to put 3.3 pouches to variables. Whatever page number you're on goes up here, and then make sure you put your date down, and then put this into your table of contents as well. And I do kind of want to split your page in half, so maybe I'll put a little dotted line here. Or fold your paper in half so that we have two sides to the story. One way to do this, if I were to look at your picture way, I'll put picture way. We'll do a side-by-side comparison, and then I'll do the symbolic way. Okay, so let's start with a picture. I'll start way over here because I'm going to need some space. What if I had 4 pouches and 2 coins? And this was equal to 2, 3, 6, 18 coins? Our first step would be to get rid of those extra 2 coins. So I'm going to take these 2 coins that are visible here, get rid of them. Take these 2 coins, get rid of those, leaving behind the 4 bags that have to go into 16 coins, or 16 coins have to go into the 4 bags. So if I were to split them evenly, because each bag has the same amount, we know that each bag would have to have 4 in them. So if I were to kind of circle these 4 coins and say they go into this bag, and then these 4 coins can go into this bag, and then these 4 can go into this bag, and then these final 4 can go into this bag. We don't have any coins left over. Each bag has to have 4. So our solution, one bag has 4 coins. I'm going to square that off so I know that that's my solution. And then what we're going to do to check, I'll pick a different color for my check. I'll pick blue. We put the coins back in the bags and count. Do each side have the same amount? So if I put 4 in here, 4 in here, 4 in here, 4 in here, there's 4 times 4, which gives me 16, plus the 2. So I have 16 plus 2, so there's 8. 2. So I have 18 on this side, and then I know for sure I had 18 over here. So the check works out. So this was our picture way. Now if I go back to my pencil, looking at our symbols, instead of bags, what if we said X's were bags? So I have 4 bags, 4 X's, plus 2 coins. This was equal to 18 loose coins. So we have 4 bags. The 4 next to the X says that I have 4 pouches. The 2 is our 2 extra coins, and then here I have 18 coins. So the numbers without variables, those are your loose coins. And our first step in solving the picture way was to get rid of those 2 loose coins. Well, to get rid of the 2 coins, we'd have to take them away. And to keep things balanced, we keep them, or do that to both sides. So I have the 4x, the 4 bags, equals 18 coins minus 2 coins. That left us with 16 coins that had to go into 4 bags. So what we did here was split the 16 into 4 bags. So I split them, I divided them by the 4, and we got to do that both sides. So we ended up getting x, 1 pouch, because 4 divided by 4 is 1, is equal to 16 divided by 4, which is 4. Each bag had to have 4 coins. Now the check is kind of fun too, because we can actually do both sides. We just have to see how many coins went into each. So if I check this side, I'll check 4 pouches, 4 coins in them, plus the 2 extra, You have your 16 plus the 2 gives you 18 over here. And then I'm going to check the right-hand side, which gives me 18 already. My check's done. Both sides have the same amount, which is what we wanted. All right, let's try another one. Let's say I have 3 pouches and 6 coins. And this was equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 extra coins. Okay, what we would have to do first was get rid of our loose coins. Doesn't matter which side. So I'm going to take these coins, and these coins. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. So I'm taking away 6 coins. So I have to take away 2, 4, 6. Bye-bye. Leaving behind 6 coins that have to go into 3 bags. Splitting them evenly, each bag would have to have 2. 1 in here, 2 goes in here. Oops, one group of 2 goes in here. So one bag has to have 2 coins. We'll box that off. And then to do our check, put the 2 coins back in the bag. So we have 2 here, 2 here, and a 2 here. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 coins on one side. And then you had 12 coins to begin with over here. Okay, let's check the symbol way. So if I had 3 pouches and 6 coins, 3x plus 6, 3 bags plus 6 coins is equal to 12 coins. Our first step was to get rid of those 6 extra coins, so we take the 6 away from both sides to keep things balanced. I have 3x, 3 bags, is equal to 6 coins left over, or the 6 coins have to go into the 3 bags evenly. So we split those 6 coins evenly 3 ways. Leaving behind one bag has to have 2 coins in them. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And if we were to do our check, we always want to check. You have 3 bags, 2 coins in them, plus the 6 extra ones is equal to 12. So we're going to check this side. 3 times 2 gives me 6 plus 6. That's 12 on the left side. And then you already have 12 on the right, so that one checks out too. Both sides have 12. Okay, what if I did 6 bags? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags and 15 coins. All right, and then over on the other side we had 4 bags and 19 coins. All right, so it looks like we're gonna have to take these 15 coins away from both sides. All right, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bye-bye. And it looks like we have to take some pouches away, so we're going to take 4 pouches away. They're visible. Leaving behind one bag has 4 coins. I think we're done. Oops. And if we were to double check that, you put 4 in all the bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags with 4 coins. There's 24 of them there, plus the 15 extra. So you had 27 of them over here. And then if you put your 4 coins over in this side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 coins, or 4 bags with 4 coins, so there's 16. Plus the 19. and I totally messed up here. So if you take a look, I had 4 coins that went into 2 bags. So that doesn't mean we have 4 coins in a bag. We had to split those up. So I'm going to erase this because we totally messed up here. And I had to bundle those back up. So we had 2 coins went into this bag and 2 coins went into this bag. So you have 2 coins. This is why we do our checks, because it didn't work out here. So I'm going to pick a different color for my check. I'll pick red. So I'll put 2 in each. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So you have 6 bags with 2 coins, so there's 12. Plus the 15 gave us 27 over here. And then if I put my 2 bags, or 2 coins in each bag, you have 4 bags of 2. So there's 8 plus the 19 we had before, so there's 27. All right, so there was the picture way. So if you look over onto the other side, let's write this out. So if I had 6 bags, I'd write that as 6x plus the 15 extra coins. This is equal to 4 bags plus the 19. And our first job was to either get rid of the bags or pouches. So if I get rid of my 15 coins, I have 6 bags, no coins, is equal to 4 bags and 4 coins. And then I got rid of my 4 bags, leaving behind 2 bags had 4 coins, or 4 coins had to be split into the 2. So we split that into 2. So we got 1 bag has 2 coins. We'll kind of box that off, box off our solution here. And when we do our check, put that check down here below. Okay, we'll do our check. Pick my blue color. So I'm going to check the left side. So we had 6 bags, 2 coins, plus the 15. We had 12 plus the 15 gave us 27. And then I'm going to check the right side, which gives me 4 bags of 2 plus the 19 extra ones gives me 8 plus 19, which is 27. Both sides have $27 or 27 coins, which is what we wanted. Okay, I'm hoping this helps. You do have a problem 3.3 that you have to do, taking pouches to variables, an assignment that you are going to do both. You're going to show me the picture way and the symbol way, and then at the end I think I give you a choice. You can either do the picture or the symbol way. Next time we're going to talk about how to do with partial coins, negative coins, grouping symbols, and so on and so forth. So make sure this goes into your notebook and do your assignment on pouches to variables. We'll see you guys next time.